I think the fact I had a school, like I told you, I just, man, I was paying so much and I lost it because, like I said, I didn't know any different. I just thought, hey, people know who I am and they'll come, and they did. But to get people to pay, and then to get the insurance and the credit card machine set up, and the advertising and like all that stuff was like it was beyond my scope when I was trying to train myself and run the school. So I got a little. It made me smarter in a way of like, hey, okay, things got to be. You got to need this and this and this and this.
You know, you got somebody that manages your stuff now pretty well.
Yeah, some of the things not so bad. It's been I just got someone just now to do my my website's been not updated in a year
Wow.
because not the right people. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, well, I don't know if it ever interests you down the road, but our scope is super wide. I mean, we can do emails, marketing, web design, and we can keep it up to date.
Yeah, because I noticed on your calendar, if you go to your calendar, it doesn't show any events.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, this is my business plan. Like, kind of get off the subject. I think I mentioned. I think we talked. So my business plan is to. I can't fight forever. So when I retire, I want to do, and I kind of want to start it now, and then so I don't have to start from scratch. I want to get a website just devoted to like updates of what I'm doing and seminars, and like I want to put like a weekly technique clip on there, like a blog, weekly blog or bi-weekly blog.
We could do that.
And then what I want to do is get maybe 20 to 25 schools that I do seminars for twice a year. Because like I said, I got a ton of, I got 8 or 9 seminars I do now, and I can build that up where like I go to a school and do a seminar, and then I can come back in 6 months and do seminar part 2, and then 6 months later do part 3, part 4, all the way up. And so they all build off each other. And so, I mean, if I have, let's say, 20 schools, then that's 40 weeks a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, right, I mean, I probably have just the ones that, I could probably do like 10, 12 right now. Like, have it set up where I'm doing that.
Yeah.
So, but I need the website, I need the design, I need to get all that stuff set up and stuff. I want to buy the domain Jeff Monson Seminars.
Okay.
Well, we could. You want to do that soon because the bigger your name gets, the easier somebody else is going to grab it and hold it hostage.
Yeah. That's what I put at www.jeffmonson.com.
Somebody took that.
Yeah, some says
Wow.
like
And
just
you have to pay for it.
snowmanmonson.com, same thing. And
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, so you don't want nobody to hijack your stuff. But, well, I don't know. I mean, I know something just that you want to think about.
Yeah.
But, I've done this for for Volvo and for Sheets.
Yeah.
So we know how to manage careers and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you ever need somebody to help you out, we can definitely do it. And then like I said, this is just stuff about us, and I'll email you our resumes and stuff, just so that way you can feel more comfortable with us.
Okay.
But we're like I said, we're a pretty big, legit group. I sold my shares of the media company that I started about a year ago because I had to pay a lot of stuff for my mom. She felt very ill, but my passion is kids and building up martial artists and stuff and marketing, and Chad's passion is MMA. And he's in jiu-jitsu. And we've all thrown all our money in together and said we're going to build this thing one way or the other. So we're really excited. Maybe we could get these guys really super famous one day, and then all of us could retire.
That's
So,
a plan. That's a good plan.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look it over. I'll definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be
There's a lot to
able to
talk about.
help any way we can. Like you said, we're huge fans. You said you had some questions?
I think Ivan wanted to ask you. Joey asked me a question.
Oh yeah, I was just wanting to know more about you, pretty much. Did you always want to do this when you were younger?
No.
You just
Yeah.
fell into it?
I literally fell into it. I wrestled in college, and then, well, I thought, I lost my last match at the NCAAs. I thought I was done, so I was pretty devastated. And so then I went to grad school, and there I just did like open tournament. I went down to the U.S. Open every year, like trying to like make the world team, or like at least make the final six for the world team, like the world team trials, something like that, and then the Olympic trials during the Olympic years, like that. So, but I was at a Division II school, and I was assistant wrestling coach when I was going to grad school, and man, the guys are not the level I need to be. So, I was going to school full time, just had a baby, all that stuff. So, I do good, but not. I wouldn't make the team. I'd like lose my match. I kind of like in 2 or 3 years, I lost the match to make the team or make the final cut.
Right.
And so then I just still like had that burning desire. So then I went back, finished grad school. I was doing mental health for like 5 years, and during that time, I was doing. I was doing judo and ran into the guys at AMC, down the website. And so I was driving up there and driving down to Team Quest with Randy Couture, like different weekends going down and just training with those guys, Chael Sonnen and Matt Lindland and all those guys. I mean, we didn't know how big it was going to get, We had no idea. I mean, look at that guy. If you look now, the guys I was training with, and back then I had no idea. It was like Chael Sonnen, Matt Lindland, Josh Barnett, Randy Couture, Maurice Smith, Dennis Holland. I mean, wow, you know what I mean? Like, and so I started doing some amateur fight. I remember doing some amateur fights, and I'd lie to my wife because she would not like. I go, yeah, I'm doing a grappling tournament, and I go do a fight and come back all kind of beat up. She go, oh no, it's just kind of rough. But I wasn't. But now she's all like really into it. But yeah. So I just got. Then I won Abu Dhabi, and then everything changed. Then I did some professional fights, and it was like I had to make a career choice. And then American Top Team gave me the option to. They go, look, we'll give you I quit my job in mental health, which was like, I had 2 kids, and it was like a stability having this income every month. But it was hard to train full time, so it was like I quit it, and it was just going, I'm just gonna be a professional fighter. But man, there was no money in it back then. And so
when was that? What year was that?
This is like 2001,
Okay.
2002. And so I was driving down, 2002, I was driving down like an hour and a half down to Team Quest every day, training, coming back, and then a fight fell through, and then another fight fell through, and it was like, uh-oh, I gotta pay rent. And then it got bad, it was like pretty dark. And then I got, like just a miracle, like to go, Rico Enriquez, the opponent dropped out and they want you to fight in the UFC against him. And then I'd met some guys from American Top. It wasn't American Top Team back then, it was Silveira Brothers. And they liked me. They're all Brazilian, and but the guy who owned the team was a multi-millionaire, and like has timeshares, sells timeshares, owns a cruise line and hotels and everything. And he liked me. He goes, hey, we'll train you for your fight if you want to come down here. I'm like, yeah. So I went down there and
To Florida.
yeah, and I was down there for just like 2.5 weeks, and these guys didn't know nothing. I mean, they knew how to jiu-jitsu, but I went down there and went like balls out twice a day, like carry you off the mat. And I thought, oh man, I only got 2.5 weeks. I was already actually in pretty good shape, And I went, I was completely done. I mean, by the end of the 2.5 weeks, I mean, I wasn't sleeping at night. I mean, way overtrained. But, you know, I was like 27, 20 years old. I didn't know any better. You know what I mean? And they didn't know any better. They were like the old military. The more, the better.
Yeah.
You know, we only got 2.5 weeks. You got to go try it. And so I went there. I got my ass kicked. And I thought I was done. You know, I thought, this guy's, you know, but the guy goes, hey, you know, you came every day. You give your effort. You know, you're a good wrestler. So we need a guy to teach wrestling, so I'll come down here. We'll pay you $3,000 a month, and then whatever you keep as a, and then you know just give us 20% of your fight purse if and when you fight, if you decide to. But otherwise, just teach you guys wrestling and come down here and train. You know, we'll move you down here and blah blah. I'm like, okay, and so yeah, that's I moved to Florida, and then it all started. You know, I just had a bad luck though. I lost that, then I lost Abu Dhabi, then I tore my bicep, and then I came back and I lost to Forrest Griffin, and then, then I tore my bicep right after that, so I had a string of bad luck. But that tear my bicep was probably the best thing that ever happened to me, fighting-wise, because I, like, redid all my training, got with some good people, and, like, learned how to, because they didn't know how to, they were just like, jiu-jitsu, train hard, twice a day, go, 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 like, remember we had like probably as big as that room. We had, you know, 30, 35 people in there with no, like two in the Florida heat, no AC, with like two, like like two bedroom fans, like dying. And like pushing hard. I mean, like I remember we had like, we'd jump rope for like 15, 20 minutes hard, like sprints before just warm up. I mean, and then we'd have a hard practice and hard. I mean, so overtrained. So it was good. They learned, and then they learned that they needed to get people in that knew how. Like they knew the jiu-jitsu. They knew they needed to get in conditioning guys that knew how to peak you and relax you and peak you and relax. They knew they had to get in boxing coaches, and I was teaching wrestling. They knew they had to get in different stuff and not just try to do everything and whatever, like old military. So that was good, and yeah, the team grew from there. So I'm not sure what the question was.
It was a good story.
It was, did you always want to do this?
Besides
Oh, yeah.
besides the wrestling and the judo, did you have any other previous martial arts experience?
No, I just wrestled, and then I did a little. I got into judo when I was going to grad school, just like twice a week, like Tuesday, Thursdays. And I mean, the guy's back, like in his garage, and I would walk there, and they called it jiu-jitsu, but it was like Brazil or Japanese jiu-jitsu, like weird stuff, like this kind of. It
Very
wasn't like
breaking
rolling.
balance.
Yeah,
Very
it wasn't.
formal. And
Yeah, but then we did judo tournaments on weekends, some weeks. So I did some judo tournaments, and I thought, you know, wrestling. I just wanted to compete in something and be good at something, you know what I mean?
So did you get your BJJ black belt from the Severa brothers?
I got it from Ricardo Laborio. Yeah, he's the head guy there now. Yeah, they don't give them out very easy, man. I remember like a lot of belt ceremonies. I think I was gonna get it, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" like you know, I won Abu Dhabi twice, right? like all this and this. And I'm like a purple belt. I'm like, really? Yeah, they didn't give them out. Matter of fact, I didn't even really get it. I got it over the phone because I went to the world. I went to the World No-Gi Championship. And
IBJJF?
yeah, it was, and that you had to show your black belt certification to compete.
Yeah,
I'm
brown
like,
or black, you guys.
and they go, I don't care what your name is, you know, where's your thing? I'm like, oh man. And so I go Laborio, and I wasn't even technically a black belt. And I go, Laborio, you know, da da da. And he goes, well, you're a black belt now. You know, give me the phone, let me talk to him.